I believe LeBron James injured his hand on purpose to upstage Michael Jordan's flu game, which was really food poisoning. He wanted to create the Broken Hand series. Now you say, how can that be? How could he have planned that from the start? How would he know J.R. Smith would mess up in such regard in that fourth quarter by not putting the ball back in the basket? How would he know Tyronn Lue would mess up by not calling a timeout, etc.? Well, he didn't know. LeBron James is a notorious fast thinker. Just in general, he's a guy that likes to control the narrative. Ever since we seen that decision, and we heard the backstory during the I guess you could say World Championships of basketball, when he was planning with Wade, planning with Bosh about taking a 3-year contract, 4-year contract with the fourth year being an option. We know LeBron James came up, created, involved with Uninterrupted. He controls the narrative in social media by the way he posts certain things he puts out there, certain things that people like to even declare passive aggressive. He likes to control the narrative, point blank, period. That's what the media knows. That's what business knows. That's just a fact. And I'm saying that LeBron James hurt his hand on purpose to one up Jordan. Now we know this man's in control, and he's had adversity in the past, but you don't hear anything about him punching a whiteboard, chalkboard, or having certain types of blow-ups where he injures himself. He's 15 years in the game. He knows he needs to be healthy and on that court. And there's only one game. There's only game one. Was he not down 3-1 to Golden State? Is that not true? The year they went 73-9, he was down 3-1, and they came back to win that series. So why would one game affect LeBron James to that degree? A man that we know that controls the narrative, that's in control of everything he does, who's very thoughtful and thinks about everything. And we can see the narrative being controlled in terms of there being confusion about his hand injury, being a contusion or a broken hand. He said he basically had a broken hand when the horse, his buddy or whatever, Wendy, the guy that follows him. Some people might even say stalks him to a degree, since he said he's been following him for so long since high school. But that's another story. Said he had a broken hand in so many words. But the fact of the matter is, it was a hand contusion. Now, I don't know how he hit his hand against that board. I think even if he did, he was thinking how he was going to do it. I'm not sure if it was a straight punch or he hit it with the side of his hand, be it the pinky region all the way down along that side. They said he had MRIs, it was swollen, etc., etc. And the things aligned happens to be with that game one, J.R. Smith, Tyronn Lue, the way the game went, even his complaints about the referee. Maybe he saw that it was an opportunity for him to get upset, get angry, hit that board. And he knew he wasn't going to take himself out the series because everyone expects him to play. And they make a big deal of why he wouldn't play. So he goes ahead, he does that, in the back of his head. He thinks to himself, okay, now I'm injured. Now, it will come out, and I mean, people actually know about his injury, but it could come out later on, win, lose, or draw, and there's not going to be a draw, but if he wins, he can elevate himself into that Jordan conversation, because that's the easiest way for him to catch up to Jordan. He wasn't going to necessarily be record-wise, but he may catch him by having certain regular season accolades, a few championships, and having this amazing series with a broken hand. Or rather, contusion. You can see now I'm saying broken hand because of the way he controls the narrative. And I think that was the plan. control that narrative, had his broken hand, have his amazing series, say, oh, look at what LeBron James did with his broken hand. Or if he doesn't win, well, he had a broken hand and he ain't have nobody else. So it comes out a win-win for him where he's not in a position to lose. Control. And he puts that cast on, head down, black hat. Come on. Come on. Why don't you make you feel a little bit of sympathy? So that he's saying he's making no excuses, but he's putting the excuse right there on display with that hand clearly visible, head down, looking a little bit less confident, hat low to hide himself. It was planned injury. Things aligned the right way. He saw the opportunity and he went for it to one up that Jordan flu game / food poisoning game. So you can have that broken hand series. And if he came on top, cool. If he didn't, because maybe he may not have had confidence in his teammates, he can always bring that back up. And that's LeBron James for you. Now that might sound crazy, like a Skip Bayless kind of theory. I'm surprised he hasn't said that on TV or social media or anything. But I'm saying it. He did it on purpose. and that's just what it is. Because when you base it on his past and what he's done recently and the kind of person he is, at least we can see as it pertains to basketball, hey, I wouldn't put it past LeBron James to do something of that nature. That's just my take. I don't have any personal inside type of information, but I wouldn't put it past LeBron James to have injured himself to create that narrative, to create that dynamic. That's my take. Iceberg Jim out. Deuces.